Welcome back, guys, to Java Space. In the previous video, we talked about types of metrics that Micrometer gives you access to, and how we can produce our custom um, metrics. But now we want to know how do we, since we mentioned that Micrometer, it's like an abstraction or an interface. It gathers or collects metrics in a common way. But now we want to know, how do we take that metrics from Micrometer into some external system, external time series database? How do we do that? So integration with third-party monitoring system with Spring Boot actuator in the Spring application environment is easy. You can integrate that your Spring application or your Micrometer collected data. You can integrate that with Prometheus, with New Relic, with DataDog, with Splunk, and many more. AppDynamic, name them all. So from Micrometer, you expose those commonly extracted, like the metrics that have been extracted in a common way, into vendor-specific format. Now we want to take those metrics. For this series, we are going to focus on Prometheus. Into Prometheus, how do we do that? So it is essential to know, as we have mentioned, that the job of Micrometer is to capture application metrics and expose them to an external monitoring system. But we need a way to gather and persist the metrics to a time series database instead of just exposing them. Because if we don't collect and persist the metrics, we will lose them when we restart our application. So once they have been persisted into some form of data storage, they can then be aggregated and visualized. And you cannot lose the metrics because now they are persisters. This is where now we talk about Prometheus, or you can use any other system monitoring system you want. So what Prometheus will do, it will fetch and store the metrics from Micrometer for you in a permanent storage. So, but how do we expose our Spring Boot application metrics into Prometheus? Lucky enough, there is a dependency or library created for us once more. We don't need to do anything. You just import this Micrometer registry Prometheus into your dependency. Then when you do that, you have access to a new endpoint, which is actuator Prometheus. And it's through now this endpoint that you will be able to gather metrics. So now we have to talk about the Prometheus server. We will talk about that in the next video.